Hello there. Today I'd like to share my favorite books that I've read from 2017 to now. Now, some of you know I was a booktuber before. I had my daughter in 2017, and then from then on I made a few videos here and there, but really it's not been the same. But I thought this might be a fun way to just look back at these years and share my favorites before I start with what I'm currently reading, you know, just like a catch up. So for 2017, I did finally pick up The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. This had been on my shelf for a long time and I was really intimidated by it. It's kind of a chunk of a book, and it was one of those books though I was like, why? After I finished it, like, why did I wait so long to read this? It was so good. I think I did read this towards the end of 2017 because my favorite book from 2018 was The Wise Man's Fear. And this, again, loved it. It's going to be a trilogy. I do recommend this. It is amazing. He has a few novellas out as well, but I do feel like I should mention, if you're not aware, this last book came out in 2011. He did just release a novella. He has not come out with book 3. So it's been a minute. Just know, I don't discourage you from reading these. I think you should read them, but just go into it just knowing they're not all out yet. 2019 was Kingdom of Ash by J Maas. Back in the day, I would do big book discussions over these books. I think one of them, Queen of Shadows, maybe, I actually have a 30-minute book discussion on, okay? I read these every year that they've come out one by one. Been in love with them. It's the best. Aelin's the best. By the way, since I've been on BookTube, I have read ACOTAR. I do love ACOTAR, but I actually don't really care for Crescent City, if I'm being totally honest, which I could do we could talk more about that later. 2020, I don't own it, but this is like a tie between Six of Crows and the Darkest Minds trilogy. Why do I only own book 2 and not book 1 or 3? I have no idea. Anyways, I need to get that. They're on my list. 2021, I had a hard time picking. I think I'm gonna go with The House of the Cillian Sea by TJ Klune, if that's how you say it. I don't know how to pronounce his name. 2022, again, did read the best books, kind of hard time picking. I think I'm gonna go with The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. 2023 was the best reading year I've had. I looked it up, since 2016. So it was a super good reading year. I read the Red Rising saga. I love those. I don't own them yet. That's also on my wish list. It's almost my birthday, so I'll ask for some of these books. Also read Fourth Wing and loved it. My absolute favorite though from last year would be, I finally picked up The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. Now I have read the Mistborn trilogy and I loved that years ago. I've only read those 3 though. I haven't read more. I think there's 7 out now. So my plan is to reread the Mistborn trilogy and then finally continue on. But I did pick this up. Again, it's a little intimidating because of the size, but this was one of my absolute favorites. It was so different than anything else I have been reading, and Brandon Sanderson books are just so good. If you love fantasy and you haven't read this because you've been intimidated, just start it. You will thank me. Read Words of Radiance, loved it. So I think my favorite this year, 2024, would be so far Oathbringer. I have not read book 4 yet. I knew that book 5 was coming out very soon and I felt like I was flying through these too quick. So I actually paused and just wanted to soak it in a little bit more, and then I will be picking up the 4th, which I do own that. So for whatever reason, I own 1, 2, and 4. Like, I don't even know how that happens, but I'll be reading this soon and I can't wait. I just want to mention real quick though, that another book that I have really loved this year, I'll have to wait till like the end of the year to officially decide on my favorite of the year, but I wanted to mention this. I read Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. This is a duology. I have the second book too. So good. 5 out of 5 stars. Read this if it is fantasy, but it made me almost feel like I was reading like a historical fiction and just a touch of fantasy. So good. I highly recommend this, and it's not that big. One of my favorites of the year. That's it. If you read any of these books, please let me know in the comments. Maybe let me know what I should film next. What are you interested in? Should I just do like an update video? Should I do like what I'm currently reading right now? Other favorite books? Maybe some recent 5-star reads? Because I have read some really, really good books. I'm currently in the middle of a trilogy. It's so good. All right, that's it for today. For watching, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.